Chronic stress is something that many black men and women carry. But we're talking about the sisters right now. Whether it's from Superwoman Syndrome or what Dr. William A. Smith calls racial battle fatigue. How does this level of stress impact black women's physical health, and what are some ways to combat it?
Let's be very, very clear. There are different numbers out there, but the moral of the story is the level of stress in black women is significantly higher than in other races. Okay? Stress is a major, major factor. Not just stress, there's age, there's generational traumas, there's a level of issues that contribute to our families, particularly black families, dealing with stress. Pretty much higher cortisol levels. It slows down everything. It makes everything a lot more challenging and difficult. And obviously, when you have issues with that, that can contribute to heart disease, high blood pressure, a number of other factors. So it affects your sleep, affects everything. So the number one thing that I always tell people is that first and foremost, your foods are everything. A lot of times they're focused more on the physical aspect of saying, okay, I got to go to the gym, I got to work out and everything else. But like I say to people, I'm like, you can work out all day, every day, but if your food is not supporting the situation, you're basically you're walking uphill. It's an uphill battle.
Can you talk more about self-induced stress? Because I'm a big, I speak about that a lot. A lot of people don't acknowledge, like, when we analyze it, like, I kind of brought it on myself. We have life stress, but I really try to minimize self-induced stress in my journey.
We take too many things on. We don't know how to say no. We are so used to, and it's the mom guilt is real, parent guilt is real. Sometimes even doing things for ourselves, we have been made to feel guilty about it. Really, the self-induced stress is just a lack of boundaries. A lack of boundaries, saying no, like, I don't have time, I need to do this. Because you can't expect people to prioritize your needs and your wants if you don't do it for yourself. You got to show people how to treat you. So in a sense, like, even with family, even with partners, even with kids, like, I share with my kids, I'm like, mommy needs a minute. They're like, oh, mom, can we watch it? Okay, go ahead. Mommy needs a minute. So they also understand, because people think that with kids is about what you say. Yeah. 90% of parenting is about what you show your children. It's about what you show your children. And I think that sometimes we just unknowingly take too much on because that's what we're used to. We're used to it. And we put on the strong woman, title and say we can handle it all. And the reality is that we cannot. And that is okay too. So I think we need to balance out our lives, and we need to say no a little bit more. We need to establish boundaries, and we need to let people know what we have going on as well. Saying, you know what, I'm going to the gym and this is my time. Respect that. You know what I'm saying? I think if you can't get mad at how people treat you in those spaces, if people are constantly taking from you or asking you to do something, if you keep on saying yes, they don't see any problem with it. I think the biggest issue is the guilt behind it. It's more mental. I had to teach myself that I don't have to get it all done in a day. It's almost like the challenge of it all was heavily correlated with my athletic background. I like to challenge myself. So I'm like, oh, okay, if I could do all this in a day, I feel accomplished. But then I'm tired. I'm of no service to anybody else. So who is it really benefiting? Your ego? Take your ego out of it and say, I'm tired, And rest is a necessity. It's a necessity. It's not a privilege. It's a necessity. And that's what I think people, you need to understand. Like, it's a part of everything else. You function better when you get more rest. But I think that I remember just sometimes I would sleep and I'd feel guilty about it. Like I could be doing this and I could be doing that. But that I learned through healing, through healing, that was a trauma based response. Is just feeling, even the challenging yourself is trauma. It's trauma. You feel like if you take the load off, you're being lazy or unproductive. And that's sickening when you think about it. Because sometimes the load is like, instead of doing 10 things in a day, you're doing 5. Come on now. We do too much. So yes, absolutely.